All right, so I want to say this DC hostile takeover. Since the hostile takeover, purposefully, I used to randomly take my girls down to DC into different parts and frolic. And my daughter just asked me the other day, was like, "Why don't we go back downtown?" No, we're not
'Cause
doing
I
that.
don't wanna get my ass whooped
We are
by the
too brown.
law.
We are too brown, and it is too much going on down there.
DC is over, man. DC is over, man. DC that we know it is over, and I'm telling you, you can't really go back to the DC that we know. Like, if we were to take people who've never been to DC that we know growing up, we couldn't give them the same experience. You know, they really changed the city, but anywhere else, like, the culture's really changed.
Mhm.
Doesn't have the same vibe. Chocolate City ain't Chocolate City. You know, they built up over the not to say, you know, you can't improve the hood, but like they built over top and they got little girls walking poodles now at midnight in Southeast. Like it's different, man.
Would love to move back, but it's a little crazy, and it's not conducive to anything that I'm about right now. It's DC has always been changing. DC has been gentrifying over the years. There are a lot of people that are fighting to keep some of the heritage and the historic parts of the city to remain the same. With that being said, there are some changes that are more than welcomed. Investments more than welcome. The issue is when you create these investments, you create them only for certain people to afford them. Anacostia is not Anacostia that you used to be. That's a good and a bad thing.
And like what it is, you know, when this whole stadium gets rebuilt and they put in all this new housing, what type of housing do you think it's gonna be? You know, it's not gonna be housing that the average person that used to be able to live in DC can afford. You know, I think that that's gonna be the final cherry on top. We're excited for the new stadium to come to DC. It's a great nostalgic moment for the Redskins and everything, but with that is gonna come a whole level of change. You know, different laws, different level of policing, different rent levels, different, you know, housing status. Or we're looking at the beginning stages in my opinion, Kiddos. What I'm getting to is I think that, you know, what the police are doing and what the government's doing is just early framework for an ultimate change.